You know where you should go. Go to Hale.
Welcome back to another episode of One Hale of a Podcast. I'm your host for today, Patrick Iyampillai. Today we have a very, very special guest for our season finale.
That's right.
Our podcast season finale is going to be closed out with Patrick Barnes.
Yes.
One of Hale Law's finest attorneys, one of the finest attorneys in all of Tampa Bay. He has been a personal injury attorney for a long time. He's been crushing cases left and right. He's also been an advocate for mental health awareness, not only with personal injury victims, but also with attorneys, which I'm really proud of. And he is a former president of the Manatee County Bar Association
That's right.
and
That's
Lawyers
where we met.
Division, where we met. Mr. Patrick Barnes.
Thank you. I'm honored. Thanks for having me on. The
Absolutely.
season finale, no less.
The season finale.
Yes.
So, talk to us about yourself, Pat.
Okay.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up?
I am from right here in Sarasota. I was born at Sarasota Memorial. I joke that they got a plaque from where I was born, you know. and grew up here. I lived in Pennsylvania for a tiny bit, Tallahassee as a kid a little bit, but mostly Sarasota. I went to Legal Ranch High School, went to Florida State for undergrad, and then Florida Coastal in Jacksonville for law school, and then moved to Denver. Lived out there for 6-7 years, something like that. And then came back, and now I live up in North Tampa. So kind of all the way back full circle from where I grew up.
Amazing.
Which is crazy.
And you spend a lot of time down here as well.
Yeah, yep. So my family's still in Sarasota, so I'm down here, and then our office, obviously, and then we have the new office off Fowler in Tampa, which is where I'm at most of the time. So in the Tampa North Hale office.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you're also a Colorado attorney still.
That's right. Yeah, I kept the license, you know. Take those tests, you might as well keep them. So I am still licensed there as well as Florida. I didn't take the Florida bar when we moved out there because I was like, we're never going to go back. We're Colorado people now. And then life happens and we came back. So I took it later on in my career. But yeah, I still have both active licenses.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And so we had, talked about how we met with the Manatee County Bar Association. What led you to want to be a part of Hale Law?
I just like the energy. I liked your energy. I thought we worked well together when we were on the board with MCBA, and it's just a growing, you can feel everyone's got the same kind of trajectory. We all want to do the best we can for everybody, grow, and just get the brand out there. And I'm always been like a big team player guy, and so I've come in and be as big a team player as I can here.
Hell
yeah, I just like everybody's energy, I'd say. Big energy guy, right? You can feel it, like even when you walk through the door. Or even when we do like big Zooms with like us up north or people in Sarasota, you can still feel it. So that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. The feeling was mutual. It's a very easy question to ask. All these questions are. So let's move into
The hard questions.
the hard questions. No. Let's talk about mental health advocacy, because I'm amazed by your acumen for it and how well you talk about it and exemplify it. So how did you get into mental health awareness?
So I have my undergrad's in psychology, so I have a little bit of a background in it. I honestly stumbled upon it. So my dad is a PhD. He's a traumatologist. He's a family therapist. And so his big thing is training other professions, nurses. He works with unions. He works with firemen, police officers about burnout and compassion fatigue. Just because like in those traumatic, professions where there's a ton of trauma, it affects the professional just as if they're sustained the trauma, just like the person that underwent it. And so that's like his whole thing. And so we were on the back porch one night. It was probably about 7 or 8 years ago, and I was just feeling really burnt out. And I was talking to him like, I think I'm going to go into some different profession. I just don't know. And we started talking about what I was feeling, and then he was just like, that's burnout. Like, that's what I do with all these other professions. He's like, what does the lawyer world have for that? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And so we both just sort of like started exploring that, almost deconstructing it. So like in professions that like nurses who have a very established compassion fatigue understanding, there's a ton of research on it. We kind of like deconstructed it. Like, well, if we started at the ground level with lawyers, like where do you interact with trauma? It's like everywhere, right? And so we started going through all the different things, and we started like a podcast on it. We started speaking nationally on it. I've written a couple articles for the Manatee County Bar's newsletter, and it really helped me as an attorney go like, okay, these are all the things that are happening, and this is why it's happening. And as soon as you start like becoming informed on that and like seeing it, it changes the way you handle your calendar. It changes the way you talk to your clients or your staff, and it changes and gives you, I think, a lot more energy, because it's this weird thing where you don't really know why you feel the way you feel until you put a name to it, or you put like a thing that would cause it, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that makes so much sense. So it's changed the way I practice. I love it. So anytime anyone wants to listen to me talk about it, I do.
No, you blew my mind at
Yeah.
it, Hale's mind, when you spoke about it to the whole firm. And we've got to do that again. We've got to get you to the Manatee Bar Association.
For sure.
It was incredible. Definitely changed the way I think.
Thanks.
I don't know if I ever told you that I also felt like I was going to burn out, but it was like the first 2 weeks of practice.
Yeah.
Like I would travel to the staircase often. Like I felt like I wasted my time. I should have never gone to law school.
Mm-hmm.
So I just felt like I didn't belong. I think it was what they call imposter syndrome.
Yeah, big time.
Like I thought law school was fun. It was easy. It was great. And then real life was just impossible.
Law school's probably like one of the only schools where you do not learn how to be a lawyer at it. You learn about case law, you learn about, substantive stuff, but you don't learn how to be a lawyer. You don't learn how to manage your calendar or your stress or your emotions, or how to interact with other people who are also going through it. We didn't really, I will say schools are getting better at it. And I think it's because this is becoming a wider topic. Like people are like, we got to take care of our lawyers and our legal professionals. Otherwise, there just won't be any left, right? Because everyone will burn out and go do anything else. And that's where I was. I was like, I will go do anything else. I just don't want to do this because I don't like the way I feel. And then as we started being like deconstructing, and it was like, oh, I can do it. I can keep a good, work-life balance, that kind of thing. So, and the other aspect of it is learning about trauma, and so therefore what our clients as personal injury lawyers do, what they've been through. It changes the way I talk to them, right? It's not transactional. It's more interactional with them, right? Like they're scared. They're going through something they don't want to hire us. It's because of something that they went through. And to be able to get on the phone and like see that side of it, I think really makes me more connected with the clients and therefore gives better representation. So it's been all around, I'd say, like I said, about 7 years, just trying to figure out how our brains work, I guess, as lawyers, because it's not easy.
It's not
an easy profession.
No. But I think it took, a lot of reps. It took a lot of help from other lawyers within the firm I was previously with, just bouncing ideas and being each other's therapists. Yeah. And that's why I love us supporting the bar associations, like our local bar associations, when we can all get together, and all commiserate. We can all bounce ideas off each other, just talk. Where like partners don't understand it because they're, not everyone has a partner who's a lawyer, right? Neither of us do. So it's like, you can actually just talk and be heard by someone else who understands. I think it's super important.
I totally agree. We're just people, and I think being in those bar organizations, especially in like leadership roles, as you see, everybody's just trying to figure it out and do the best we can for our clients. Have the best business we can, but it's, also we're people, so it's cool.
It was very cool. Well, outside the courtroom, I know you got a lot of cool things going on, but what are the passions, hobbies that keep you grounded?
I love music. I love golf. I love any sport that involves like a beginning, a middle, and an end, and a ball involved. And so those are the things that I like to do. I like to go to, games and concerts and stuff. I've got a wife and 2 kids and 2 dogs, so they're 6 and just turned 9 today. Today's Clyde's birthday.
Awesome.
Shout out Clyde.
Happy birthday, Clyde.
So 9 and 6, and so we're busy, but they're doing sports and Girl Scouts and all that. So just doing the family thing.
Yeah.
And then concerts and sports when you can.
Yeah, I liked your analogy. The ball in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife will be like, "What are you watching?" And it'll be like, when they turn ESPN into ESPN the Ocho, and it'll be like slam ball. Or the other day I was watching competitive tag. She's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, if it has a competition in it, I'm probably gonna watch it. I just like it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. You are very good at golf.
Thanks.
That.
Wow, you might be and it's recorded. I've never. Any of my friends ever see this and be like, he's lying.
I play golf a lot. I know good golf when I see it.
All right, I appreciate that.
Very
I don't
solid.
think anyone's ever told me that, but I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. And what is your favorite band?
My favorite band is the Avett Brothers.
The
Avett Brothers.
Avett Brothers. Yes.
Yeah.
Avett Brothers.
Kind of like folk rock. I love the Grateful Dead. Jam bands in general I like. And I would say the Avett Brothers are my favorite. Yeah, I've seen them probably, 14 or 15 times.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good deal.
We used to go see them at Red Rocks when we lived in Denver, which is... Have you ever been to Red Rocks?
I have not, but I know the venue.
Yeah.
Still love music, you know that.
Yeah.
I really want to go to a show there.
It's worth it to go see, even if you don't know the band, just to go see a show. My first concert I went to there was Lyle Lovett, which I don't know a single Lyle Lovett song, but it was still fun to be I went to a Red Rocks concert. I didn't know anything that happened at it, but, it's cool. Yeah, it's definitely a bucket list.
I'm trying to find an excuse to get out there at some point. At some
Summertime.
point.
That's when they start and go all summer.
Nice. I love it.
Yeah.
So, have you been able to find a way to tie in music or one of your hobbies with the law?
No. I've tried singing to clients. They don't like it. No, I don't.
We're going to try that one again.
It's I used to play the guitar. I know you play the guitar.
Yeah,
You're a very good guitarist.
Yeah. Thank you.
I used to play a lot, but I haven't. They're we made them into decoration where they hang in our kind of our walk into our house, and they have stayed there. I haven't picked one up and played. So maybe one of these days I'll get back into it. But no, I don't. I kind of keep them separate. You know, you got to.
Yeah.
If you integrate too much, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you can find a way, I'm down.
Well, we got the USF sponsorship.
Yes.
That's
okay.
the best way.
Yeah, that's true. I would say going to USF events, especially as a sponsor, is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Florida State.
Go Noles.
Always grew up a Seminole. Still am, even though it's tough sledding right now. But
Tough.
It's been cool to get to know the Bulls and the hometown team too. I never really went to any USF events growing up. But that's been fun.
Yeah, I never thought I would, be devastated or have such high highs for a college football team, outside of our alma mater.
Sure.
But go Bulls! I will bleed gold and green.
They're scrappy. There's a great, good team.
So good.
We picked a good year to start this because they start out so hot.
It was incredible.
It's maybe it's the Hale effect.
Yeah. I know we got this recorded, but the Cure Bowl is tomorrow.
Oh, is it?
So I'm very
very
curious if we'll wind up with 10 wins for football.
Who are they playing? I don't.
Oh man, they're playing Old Dominion, who
Okay.
had a really good year, really good quarterback. I mean,
Nice.
really good
And
quarterback.
the Cure Bowl is where?
It's in Orlando
All
at
right.
Camping World Stadium.
Camping World. All right.
Yeah. So
Last time I was in Camping World was Florida State LSU.
nice.
We won.
Yes, I was there as well.
Yep.
That was awesome. I did go back for Post Malone. I went to Camping World Stadium. Post Malone was there. I missed Shakira there. I was very disappointed about that, but heard that was a great
How was Post Malone?
sold out show. It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was him and Jelly Roll.
Okay.
So that was crazy, and they sang a song together.
Who went
That
first?
was awesome. It was Jelly Roll first.
Okay.
I believe there might
like a
have
split
been
bill.
one other opener. No, it was Post Malone on the top, which
got
is
it.
crazy because Jelly Roll has done huge tours, amphitheater
Yeah.
shows with him at the top of the bill, and then
Nice.
you have Post Malone on top of that.
Yeah.
So that was wild. But I think they're just friends, and Jelly Roll was just happy to like be a part of a stadium tour versus like
Yeah.
your classic amphitheater or like
Right.
a smaller arena,
Mm-hmm.
like dome. But this was big time.
Well, that's good. Well, go Bulls. I didn't,
Yeah.
I was, being again a Seminole fan, was ready to be done with college football. Like, that was a rough year. But so obviously go Bulls. Hope they win, get to 10 wins. That's amazing.
That'd be insane. And now we got an awesome new coach.
Yep.
What do you think of him?
I really, really good hire.
Yeah.
Really excited. Did his brother come too? I know his brother's a coach. I don't know if his brother's coming onto the staff or not.
Heartlines?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I might be wrong.
I'm not sure. But, I know
No,
he's putting together
That's a really
staff,
good
too.
hire. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a really good year. Really good year. So, coming back to the legal profession, wrapping it up there,
Yeah.
what are you noticing with the profession or the bar associations or even personal injury law in regards to, your feelings?
Yeah. Like, where's it heading?
Where's it heading?
I think I think in general it's becoming a lot more streamlined, and I think that we do a very good job at our firm of making sure that we maintain that contact on a human level, because I feel like it could be easy to slip out of that, right? And so I think that's going to be the focus for personal injuries. Like, how do you use technology, because it's here, it's staying, but not lose that like human touch with clients. And so obviously I think we're the leaders of the pack doing that, but that's going to be an interesting kind of next phase, I think, for all lawyers, is like, how do you use technology but also like still be the person that people can just kind of come in and talk to,
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you think? Sure. What do you think about that?
I have no idea how some firms, and I know some firms for a fact, are having AI talk to people. I don't know how you do that. I think we need to like keep the profession on top of utilizing technology like we do,
Yeah.
but not losing the human component of it at
Yeah.
the same time. Like, we talk to clients, we talk to the defense. We're not gonna go that way.
I liken it to, and I think about this a lot, like, wouldn't you love to just call your doctor's office and be able to just like talk to somebody? And when does that happen? So you're going through an automated number system, you're leaving voicemails, maybe you talk to somebody, but like, you want your law firm to be able to like, you call and you talk to somebody you know who you're going to be talking to. Like, maintaining that, it sounds very simple, but as technology improves or people are having AI talk to their clients, like, I always just put myself in their shoes. Like, it's no different than calling your doctor or calling like a car mechanic or whatever. Like, you just want to get on the phone, talk to somebody about whatever it is you were going to talk about, and then get off the phone.
Yeah.
So that's important to me, is like maintaining that balance
Yeah.
between AI and all that stuff, and still being like a human available for your clients.
Yeah, absolutely. I want people to keep that in their mind, as we talk about USF. Like,
Yeah.
I think of it as, a step in the direction of, okay, Hale Law is this bigger firm, bigger brand now.
Yeah.
People might think like, oh, they're not that small firm, or they're not going to have that small firm feel. Like,
Yeah.
And we totally do. I mean, we're not letting that go away. That's kind of the direction we need to keep in mind, is like, we are going to grow, and we're going to be that firm that literally has an app. Like, who thinks of law firms having apps?
Right.
Like, no one, I didn't, but now we have one that's going to be launching early 2026, and you're going to be able to do a lot of things electronically with us, but you're never going to have to worry about calling in and not being able to talk to your attorney.
Right.
Like, you're always going to be able to do that.
Exactly. Especially as you grow geographically. I mean, we're now in Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa's a huge area. Maintaining that same consistency, is I think what personal injury firms are going to have to figure out,
Yeah.
be available.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're not gonna wrap up quite yet. We still have our Florida Man segment.
Okay.
So our Florida Man segment, a season 1 finale,
Mm.
is going to involve a multiple choice question
Okay.
with 3 prompts. So this kind of sounds like the bar exam.
I like it.
We're going to have 3 stories. One of them is going to be a real story, and the others are going to be fake. We need
Okay.
you to point out, as the real Florida Man, what's the real Florida Man story here?
Okay.
So, story A. A Florida man tried to paddleboard across Sarasota Bay during a thunderstorm because he didn't want to sit in morning traffic. And Marina Patrol stopped him after he claimed lightning wouldn't hit him if he paddled fast enough. And the next story, police arrest a Florida man after he broke into a mini golf course and stole their live alligator. He told officers he was teaching it a lesson because it had been staring at him funny. And the last story, a Florida man was banned from a fast food drive-thru after riding through on a lawnmower for the 3rd time in a week. When he was told he couldn't keep doing that, he replied, "It's street legal on my street."
Man.
So we've got a paddleboard,
Yeah.
a mini golf, and a drive-thru story.
You know, I think either the sad part, or maybe I'm just like really proud to be a native Floridian. But like maybe the proud thing is they all seem very plausible.
They all seem very plausible indeed. I agree.
I want the alligator one to be true, but I don't know that it is. Mostly because staring at him, I don't, I'm going to go with, my gut says the lawnmower is the real one, but I'm going to say it's the alligator one.
The alligator.
Stealing an alligator from a golf course.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah, the drive-through one seemed super plausible.
They all do.
Yeah, it's insane. But that's what makes Florida fun to be a part of,
So
right?
he broke in and stole a live alligator.
So,
Alright.
you know,
That's a new one.
it's a new one.
Yeah.
It's a new one. So the final message for
Yeah.
listeners, Pat,
Yeah.
especially law students, attorneys, or
Mhm.
anyone dealing with the mental weight
Mm.
of an accident or a stressful job, what would you say to them?
I would say learn the things in your day as quickly as you can that cause you the most energy expulsion, and then separate those things, because you got to do them. It's not like you just can't call that one client that's going through it the most or difficult or whatever the case might be. Figure out what in your day causes you the most energy output, and then separate it, put it where you're most comfortable. Like, is that something you need to tackle the second you get in? Is that something you need to work your way up, maybe a couple easy tasks to get to that thing? But figure that out, and then on your way in, thinking about your day, think about that thing, right, being the thing you got to tackle. And the more just like awareness you put towards it, I know it sounds kind of hokey or like woo-woo, but like the more awareness you're like, that thing's going to really make me tired or, cause me the most burnout or whatever, just tackle it, right? That's the thing we got to do today. And for some reason, it just doesn't seem as scary when you just like look it right in the face, I guess. Does that make sense?
I love it. It
Okay.
makes perfect sense.
Like, and don't put 4 of those things back to back to back to back, because you can't sustain that, right? And so if you know you're going to have a really, really intense conversation with a defense attorney or, a client or whatever the case might be, don't stack 3 of them together. Put that by itself on an island so that you can be ready for it and then decompress after it's over. That's simple, but it's like calendar management. Like, I don't know about you, but one of the biggest things for me has been managing my calendar. Be like, I can't put those things together. I got to put those separate. Do you do that? Like,
Yeah.
is that something you look at?
100%.
Yeah.
You've got to. So many attorneys are gonna just keep saying yes, 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 yes,
Yeah.
yes, and you gotta kind of pull back and know when to put those breaks in. I agree. So you have enough energy to put things
Make it through
towards
the day.
make it through the day.
Yeah.
1 and 2, just give it your best self every single time.
Yeah, also like set realistic expectations for yourself. Like, don't say I'm gonna get through 150 tasks today when you're not gonna.
Yeah.
And so at the end of the day, then you're frustrated with yourself or whatever because you didn't beat that ridiculous bar that you set. Be realistic, and
Yeah.
then once you pass it, you beat that goal, then you can feel good.
Yeah. That's another great aspect of
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Don't steal alligators from putt-putts.
All great advice.
Yeah, because that's what happens. And you just lead you, and all of a sudden you're breaking into golf courses,
And,
stealing alligators.
and you're ending up on a Florida Man segment of a personal injury law firm podcast.
Yeah. Good old Florida.
Good old Florida.
I'm happy to be from here.
I'm happy that you're from here,
Yeah.
that you're with us here. We appreciate it. Appreciate everything you
Thanks
do
for having me.
firm.
I'm honored to be the season finale closer.
Thanks for closing us out.
Yep.
And,
Absolutely.
to everyone listening, thank you for doing so.
Yes.
Thank you for being a part of season 1 of One Hale of podcast with us. It's been one hell of a ride.
One hell of a ride.
And
You gave him hell.
gave them hell. Follow, subscribe, leave us a comment or a review. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next year, bigger, better, and bolder than ever. See you in 2026. Go to Hale.